we have thoughts on social media, and we're going to share them with you, whether you like them or not. Right?
That's for sure.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk first kind of a little bit about TikTok because we love TikTok,
Yes.
both of us.
I'm addicted.
I'm
sure.
addicted. And we feel like hopefully I don't know when this will air. I don't know if this will air after the TikTok ban, before. We think it's going to happen, the TikTok ban. And we also think it's a bunch of hooey because as far as I know, Meta steals all my data.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sells it to the highest bidder. So I'm not really worried about TikTok knowing what I'm going to eat for dinner or what clothes I like or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't really have any secure data on TikTok that I'm worried about being stolen. And if you're worried about your data being compromised, then don't be on social media.
That's right, because TikTok is just one of many, and I don't think the other social media platforms are being careful with our data.
No.
I don't think it's secure.
Look at your feed.
Yes.
All you have to do is say a thing.
Yes.
Look up a website.
Yes.
Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and guess what? It's all in your feed with ads.
Even things we talk about, like the fact we're talking today and our phones are nearby, they will hear us and we'll get ads for whatever we're talking about today.
If you're that worried about it, maybe, technology is just not for you.
Yeah. So that's our thoughts.
Yeah.
We hope, we love TikTok. It's our...
We do. I mean, I've learned so much on that app.
Gosh.
I mean, it was... in the beginning stages, I feel like it was just pure entertainment,
It was
dancing and singing.
A lot of kids dancing.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. They are really good dancers. And now there's so much information being shared. There's doctors on the app that
oh my gosh,
I follow so many of them, and they have
Yes.
so much to share with us about
Yes.
our health and just conditions that aren't as well known, helping you advocate for yourself when you do go to the doctor. Of course, there's probably a lot of conditions I read about on there that I'm like, oh, this is bad. Do I have that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then recipes.
The recipes, the travel tips, just everything you can think of. I mean, we're on TikTok and we hope we're giving good real estate advice.
Also, like other places in the world that other people are traveling, and you get to see things from other parts of the
you
world
would never see otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
even
know.
think to look them up. They
And
just
makeup.
pop up.
I have TikTok to thank for the fact that my makeup is not as horribly done as it used to be. No comments, please.
I have learned some new techniques that are not from 1995. So
Yes.
that's a thing for sure.
It's been really good, but all the health, the beauty, the recipes, and just, I mean, there is great entertainment and the human interest stories. They catch the bad guys on TikTok, like people doing bad things.
Yes.
It's like recorded is out there on TikTok. And I feel like the algorithm is so unique on TikTok.
It is. Everybody gets something different.
Yeah. And you really get what you're interested in. I don't know how it works, but that is really what they're fighting about. It's why they don't want to sell it. It's what I understand is because the algorithm is so unique that they would have to sell that algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And
I feel
don't
like
know.
my For You page is full of the distressed Muppet stories right now.
Yes.
I love those. I read all of them.
Except I just have to share the one where the girl, I was like, I wish I never read that one, but the one where the girl woke up, she was staying somewhere with her boyfriend, and she woke up and there was a gigantic rat on her pillow, and she was in the basement or the first floor, and she freaked out, was able to grab the rat and threw it out into the snowbank in the middle of winter. And then the distressed mother came down the next morning and it's like, if you see Millie's guinea pig, she escaped from her.
Whoopsies.
Escaped from her cage.
I didn't see that one, but
Yeah.
they're very entertaining stories. And some of them I'm like, there's no way that happened.
Poor guinea pig. I was like, oh, no.
I mean, it
But
has
anyway.
its pluses and minuses like any other social media does,
Yes, of
like the
course.
bullying, the trolls. I call them the trolls.
Yeah, so that's what we kind of want to talk about is the pluses and minuses of social media, and bullying is probably the biggest minus.
Yeah, I mean, it happens not just in the aspect that you would think bullying like children. It's adults full on bullying each other, calling each other names, saying
So
terrible
crazy.
things. It's wild out there.
And I think being older, some people are still impacted when they're older. I think maybe being in real estate, we have thicker skin.
100%.
We're used to people like saying nasty things.
Whatever it is,
which
it is.
sad.
Yeah.
But I think we're more immune maybe to the bullying, but the bullying is brutal. I'll see people's comments on other people's social media and I'm like, wow, I can't
I
believe
think
somebody
those are
said that.
inside thoughts, buddy.
Yeah.
We need to put those back on the inside. Some things we don't say out loud.
Bullying is definitely bad. And then the other thing, the children who are exploited, we see it, and we also, like, if they're showing their kids in a way that is not, you're like, maybe that's getting the wrong kind of attention.
Right. Yeah. There are definitely plenty of those out there. And then, you also have, there's the case with the girl and her, I don't know if it's the baby daddy, right? Where the baby flinched, or the toddler flinched when the dad, raised his hand. And now it's like CPS has been involved.
Yeah.
And this is crazy to me that you're literally putting your whole life out there for the entire world to speculate on.
Yes.
So it is a little, like there was the mom that had the twins. Remember her, Maya? She had the twins, and then the baby daddy got back involved, and now she can't show the twins' faces. So you don't see their faces anymore. That was like her whole platform.
Oh.
And I don't think that you should. It's no different than being on reality TV. You just don't have a contract with the production company.
Digital footprint.
It is. It's there forever.
And the kids didn't agree to it.
Right.
They're children. And
I do know some people who, like, in, their normal lives, they're not really sharing on TikTok per se, but like on Facebook or whatever, they don't post pictures of their children. I know that you're in that camp.
I don't post pictures.
Because it's just, again, not their decision.
Yeah.
And it never occurred to me, when I was posting pictures of my older kids and my younger kids.
We used to just think it was our friends and family on there, and we didn't think about.
Well, that's how it started for me. That's all it was. I was sharing with like my family who didn't live here.
Yeah.
But then in real estate, when I look at that number and then I go through that list, like I don't know a majority of these people.
Yeah.
Or if I did know them, it was in high school, and let's face it, I don't know those people anymore. So, it is
hard.
different.
It's hard to know like how much you can do or not do, but there's definitely people who take it too far with the kids.
Definitely, yeah.
You can't take it too far with your dogs, so just post your dogs.
I love the dog stuff. It's my favorite content in the whole world.
The dog stuff is good.
It's
or cats.
Great.
There's fun cat stuff too.
There is. There's the cat that it like does like the gagging thing with like the different foods that they put in front of it. Like, will it gag or will it not gag?
Yes.
Those are my favorite.
I like when they show the cats that like they have the camera on it and the cat is like crawls up and opens the cabinet and gets in the cabinet and gets their treats out and comes out. I'm like, those cats are smart.
Yeah, for sure.
Super smart.
The other thing that I love the recipe thing for Thanksgiving was a godsend. I learned the best, Teeny, if you can hear us.
Teeny.
That mac and cheese
Did you make
was
her
the
mac
bomb.
and cheese?
I did.
I made it too.
It was so good. I think everybody made her mac and cheese this year.
Yeah, I love Teeny's mac and cheese. If you haven't made Teeny's mac, and it's TINI.
Yes,
if you want to look it
you
up.
have to find her. She's sharing all the recipes, and she was doing like a ham, like how to do the glaze for the the ham's already cooked.
She is
She's the cutest little thing. She's so tiny. She's teeny.
She's teeny,
tiny. Yeah.
I can't say her name. She just got married.
Yeah, she's from Baltimore originally, but I think she lives in
New Orleans.
Oh, does she live in New Orleans? Oh,
I thought she lived in New Orleans.
Somewhere in the South.
Or the husband's from New Orleans.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know where they live, but I feel like they live in the South. But she makes some old classic Maryland kind of things, which is pretty cool. It's neat to watch that.
Yeah, she's fun. Watch her. Yeah. The makeup. I always talk about the makeup, but gosh. I mean, you can get over-influenced, which I did in the beginning. I was like, I'll try that. I'll try that. And I have like this big bag of makeup and give it away. But oh my gosh, I've learned so much about makeup.
The tips that they share with like how to apply.
Especially for old people like me.
Same. It's like, I didn't know I needed to do this before the makeup.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, who knew? And that setting spray stuff, I'm like, that's how you keep your makeup on all day. You just spray the stuff on your face.
Mine just like wants to slide off my face. Yeah,
that's good stuff.
It is
criminals.
Good stuff.
So Kelly's a true crime.
Oh yes, I'm reading a murder book right now too.
You really?
Yeah.
Gosh. But you can see like little clips from like the true crime shows.
Yes.
But there's also like they'll catch criminals. They'll put out there like somebody behaving badly, like someone attacking someone in a parking lot, not physically attacking, but like verbally attacking.
Yes.
Who is this person? And next thing you know,
Tizzy finds all of them. That guy Tizzy. Yeah, he finds them all. Like he's like, all right, TikTok, do your thing. And they always do. They always come through.
Yeah. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that if you don't want to be found.
Except
like
the like design stuff, like, like cool things to put in your kitchen if you're redoing your kitchen, things I never would have thought of. Like, that's such a great idea. Now, will I do it? I don't know.
And there's a really good interior designer who you send in your picture of your room.
Yeah.
Have you seen her?
No.
So you send in a picture of your room, like different different angles, and then what your style is. Like, I think she gets other pictures of your house, and she redesigns your space for you, and then she posts what the person did.
Wow.
Like
That's neat.
To redesign. It's not like she does it for free, probably for her, advertise her business. But
that's really cool. Yeah.
So good design ideas. People offering help. I do love all the little, like there's a lot of them now, but he'll go out and be like, oh, do you want to buy this duck for $1 or whatever? And next thing you know, the person's, getting $1,000 and their college is paid for and whatever.
Yeah, there is a lot of that out there, definitely.
So I do like that.
Really cool. Oversharing their relationships. Sometimes it's interesting to me. I am very interested on every platform where people are putting their whole personal, I don't know, it's like their entire laundry basket is out there for the world to see on the regular. It's not just like, oh, this happened one time, but it's like always. And like, I don't know these people.
And relationships with their spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend.
Or the continued, like, it's just like a revolving door of like, there's another new relationship and sharing that and posting about it incessantly. And then.
And details.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, wait, there's another one.
Yeah.
It's a different relationship now. So that can be interesting to.
I saw one this morning that I'm like, the girls, well, last night she was talking about she was going to be going on a date. Mm-hmm. And then today she was giving all the like update from the date, like how she didn't like him. Oh. And what everything he did wrong. And I'm thinking, but
is he going to see that?
Isn't he going to see that?
I would think so. Maybe. There was a guy that was doing, he was like using a dating app to try to meet girls, and he was kind of going over like, it was like a whole lot of first dates and no second dates, and he was trying to figure out, why am I not getting any second dates?
Did people tell him why?
No, I mean, he would go over the story, and there was just always like some reason that it just didn't work out. Not necessarily his fault.
Yeah.
Sometimes he got the ick from her, or it just they weren't a good fit for whatever reason. Yeah. So that can happen. Dating's hard. I'm glad I don't have to do that.
Yeah, me either. But by the way, for some reason on TikTok, people seem to think I'm looking for a date. I'm not looking for a date.
Carolyn's whole like follower feed is full of men who think she's beautiful, which she is. But
I'm like, what in the world? I'll look at like the statistics. 92% men, 8% I'm like, what is that? I'm not talking about anything.
She's literally talking about like makeup and things that women would care about.
I'm talking about women things. I'm not talking. And then I tried the hashtags. Like, I'll direct them with the hashtags.
It's not working. TikTok has decided that Carolyn is looking for a man, but she's not.
I am not.
She's taken.
I'm taken. I got one. So back off. Oh gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Do we have anything else interesting?
I think that's it for the social media.
Yeah. Tell us what you think about social media and the TikTok ban. We definitely want to know.
I'm going to be very sad if it's banned. What am I going to do with my evenings?
I don't know.
What will I scroll incessantly for hours?
I don't know, but if you try the other ones, they're not the same.
It's not the same.
They're not the same. If we find one, we will clue y'all in. If we find a good substitute, it's not going to be one of the ones
that's already in existence. Yeah.
It's going to be something else. So anyway. All right. We'll see y'all
you
later.
Next time.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.